Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa, is home to incredible cultural diversity, natural wealth, and human potential. But today, many regions of the nation face a devastating crisis, one defined by mass killings, kidnappings, armed banditry, communal clashes, and terrorism. The lives of ordinary Nigerians are being shaped by fear, displacement, and uncertainty. Across Nigeria, violent conflicts have evolved over decades, shifting from political tensions to religious divides, economic disputes, ethnic grievances, and criminal networks. What was once localized violence has grown into a nationwide emergency. Today, multiple crises overlap: armed bandits attacking villages in the northwest, kidnapping for ransom syndicates, targeting travelers and schoolchildren, farmer-herder conflicts in the Middle Belt, extremist groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP in the northeast, communal and reprisal violence, claiming thousands of lives. These situations have led to mass displacement, with millions forced from their homes. Human rights groups and observers warn of large-scale atrocities, calling for urgent national and international attention. Behind every statistic is a family torn apart. Entire villages have been burned, children abducted on their way to school, farmers killed in their fields, travelers dragged from buses, women assaulted, communities deserted overnight. The trauma is deep. Many survivors recount similar stories: gunshots at dawn, homes in flames, running barefoot through the bush, days without food, missing loved ones who never return. Healthcare, education, and local economies collapse under the weight of violence. Generations risk being lost to trauma, poverty, and displacement. Kidnapping has become one of the gravest security threats in Nigeria. From school abductions in the north to highway kidnappings in the south, criminal networks operate with increasing boldness. Ransoms imposed on families are often impossible to pay. Even worse, paying one ransom can encourage more kidnappings. This vicious cycle traps communities in fear. Bandit groups, some armed with military-grade weapons, occupy forests, ambush villages, impose illegal taxes, and terrorize rural populations. In some regions, these gangs effectively control territory that the state struggles to access. In the northeast, Boko Haram and its offshoot ISWAP have waged a violent insurgency for more than a decade. Their attacks on civilians, religious centers, markets, and schools have left tens of thousands dead and millions displaced. While the military has reclaimed many territories, the insurgency persists, adapting, regrouping, and shifting tactics. Many young people, lacking opportunities and living under threat, remain vulnerable to recruitment by extremist groups. Nigeria's Middle Belt and several other regions face violent clashes between farming communities and armed herder groups. Competition over land, climate change, population growth, and weakened local governance all fuel the conflict. These clashes sometimes escalate into mass killings, widespread destruction of property, and retaliatory violence. Human rights organizations warn that without decisive action, these patterns could worsen into even larger-scale atrocities. Nigeria's insecurity crisis has deep roots: poverty and unemployment, weak law enforcement and porous borders, proliferation of illegal arms, erosion of traditional conflict resolution systems, slow judicial processes, political manipulation of ethnic and religious identities, climate pressures reducing farmland and water resources. These factors create a fertile ground for criminal groups, militias, and extremists to thrive. The Nigerian government and security forces have launched operations across affected states, arresting suspects, recovering weapons, and attempting to protect vulnerable communities. Yet the challenges remain immense. Vast territories, limited resources, corruption, and coordination issues impede progress. Civil society groups, traditional leaders, and international partners continue to advocate for reform, accountability, and community-based solutions. Despite the suffering, Nigerians remain resilient. Communities rebuild. Young people organize local peace groups. Aid workers risk their lives to support displaced families. Journalists uncover the truth. Activists demand justice. The path forward requires stronger protection of civilians, better intelligence and policing, prosecution of perpetrators, economic development in rural areas, national unity across ethnic and religious lines, international support for humanitarian needs. Peace is possible, but only if action replaces silence. The world must not look away. Nigeria's people deserve safety, justice, and the chance to live without fear. This is not just a Nigerian crisis, it is a human crisis. And change begins with awareness.